I'm Bubba.
And we're the bench warmers.
Hey.
All right. So today's episode,
This is why we need.
we're gonna go over some what ifs for college football. After that, we're just gonna kind of dibble dabble around some topics.
Dibbling dabbling.
All right, we're good. All right. So first off, we've got Kalen DeBoer goes to University of Michigan. If that, will Kiffin go to Alabama?
I think, like I said in the last one, even Kalen DeBoer, since uploading, the first episode, he said how close he is, to staying at Bama. But I truly think if Alabama loses, he's going to Michigan, and I think Kiffin will not be able to hold his water. I think he's going to Bama, make it a full circle moment for him.
Okay, so I don't think Kalen DeBoer is going to leave Alabama. I think they're gonna mutually part ways if we lose to Oklahoma, and then he's gonna go to Michigan because he's not gonna leave on his own. It's gonna be this thing of like he couldn't hold the standard at Bama, which I mean, who realistically is going to hold the standard at Bama? Lane Kiffin can't even do that. Let's be truthfully honest.
That's another thing. Who would replace DeBoer?
Yeah, that's my thing. Like
Would
Brian Daboll?
Daboll coming from the Giants? He still isn't a coach anywhere, is he?
No, he's not coaching anywhere right now.
Come down and be Bama's next head coach.
It's a possibility.
Kiffin would be a good fit there, but I think it'll have to be another 4 or 5 years. They'll have to go through another coach, I think, before Kiffin leaves LSU because he signed an 8-year contract?
7.
Yeah, 7-year contract.
90 mil.
Yeah. So.
I feel free.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
So, yeah, I think Kiffin will eventually go to Bama, but I don't think it'll be for another long time. Probably another 5 years. He'll probably cut his contract short by about 3 years, in my opinion. He'll go there. Like I said in the first podcast, he'll win about 3 natties, 2 to 3 natties while he's at Bama, and then he'll either retire or he'll coach in the NFL somewhere.
I swear if you miss and it hits my head.
You gonna talk?
I don't care about Alabama. I don't know anything about Kalen DeBoer.
Mississippi State Bulldog.
All right, yeah, fine. Let's talk about Mississippi State then.
Hey,
What if Mississippi State actually
Blake Shapen.
Blake Shapen.
Hey, let's talk about that
It wasn't-
garbage O-line.
It wasn't Blake Shapen's fault. I don't care what anybody says. They say it's Blake Shapen's fault. It was not Blake Shapen's fault.
Whose fault was it then?
It was probably the line, but also just I don't know. The whole team was not in one headspace. Like it just seemed like the whole team was in different. They were all everywhere, and
Of course, the only skill player here is just going to blame the O-line instantly. You have no idea how to play offensive line, do you? No, you don't. How about that?
you should.
All 3 of us play offensive line except for him.
And he's going to blame the O-line.
But I play
I'm allowed to blame the O-line because I play O-line and I know O-line.
I play against.
You're not.
I play against offensive lines, and so
And get pancaked.
I know the
Play a
weak-
clip of him getting pancaked.
I know certain weak. I've only gotten pancaked one time, and it wasn't even by an O lineman.
Roll that clip.
It was by a tight end, not an O lineman.
We're going to post that now. You're the editor.
I'm the editor. What do you mean?
Yeah.
I don't have to.
That
do
video is not.
I could just put a clip of one of you guys getting. I could put the one of you getting on your knees.
Please put one of like Big Trip.
One of Bennett slipping. Right here.
I'm gonna just zoom in on your face. You're not getting edited.
I made a pancake of the one on my knees.
Yeah,
though.
I'm the editor
Yeah, he
and the social
did.
media manager. So.
All right. So let's go. Next one here. What if the college football playoff was still 4 teams? What if the playoff was still 4 teams? Let's use this year for example. Who would you have in?
Bama would not be in. I'm just gonna say that.
No.
I mean,
It would
he said who would we have?
It would be
I'm saying
Indiana.
Alabama should not be in.
Ohio State,
Who's in? Who's in?
Indiana, Ohio State, Texas Tech,
Georgia.
and Georgia.
I agree.
That's the only right answer. Who else are you going to put in? You're not going to put in Ole Miss after they just lost Lane Kiffin unless you want to put them on like a revenge arc.
Yeah, because like Oregon's number 5, but Oregon, there's no shot they would even win a game. There's no shot they would win a game. Oh yeah, no, just put it back on. Well, I need to super glue the magnet back onto the clip.
I don't think you can let a Big 12 team in if they lost to Arizona State. I don't think you can do it at a 14 playoff. I don't care if they're conference champions.
Conference this year.
What?
Big 12's top 4 conference this year.
Yeah, out of what, 6?
Yeah, there's not a lot of conferences being.
I think you let.
It's such a shocker the Sun Sash is on
I
the
think
top 4 conferences.
You either let Ole Miss, Texas A&M, or Oregon in over Texas Tech.
No.
I think you do.
Ole Miss, potentially. They only lost one game, and it would be to one of the people in
That's what I'm saying. Like Ole Miss.
Their resume really good then.
It's just I feel like if it was a 14 playoff, I think they would have let Kiffin coach.
I think Ole Miss with Kiffin
Yeah.
should have.
I
been
think
in
they
the
would have
top-
let Kiffin coach if it was a 14 playoff.
I think 14
Because
playoff.
they know
yeah.
that they are not going to beat any of the other teams without Kiff.
I think Ole Miss could potentially be in it if they had Kiffin. And I think they would have a good shot.
Adding on to that, going the opposite direction though, instead of a smaller playoff, what if the playoff got expanded to where it was 16 or even like 24 teams? I've seen that online.
There's already not enough talent for a 12-team playoff.
Yeah.
You would have to go 5-7 Auburn at some point. Probably not because they only won.
I think my thing is I think the perfect playoff is between a 12 and a 16.
They need to leave it at 12.
They need to leave it at 12, but don't let group of 5 teams in unless they go 10. Unless
they're in Texas Tech situation.
No.
Or maybe even Miami situation. Then I don't think it really matters.
Let me say this: you should not let a group of 5 team in the playoff unless they run the table.
Yeah.
If they don't run the table, don't let them in because they're playing freaking Northern Iowa Tarleton State every week.
Like if their strength schedule's actually good, like they're playing Power 4 teams.
I mean, okay,
and they win their conference.
if a group of 5 team wins their conference and they play a couple SEC teams to beat them, okay.
Why just
But if
SEC?
their best win is Iowa State and Butler by 2 touchdowns, you know.
And then they lose and they drop a game to like a mid SEC team, then yeah, don't let them in.
Here's my thing. I like where you're going with this. I agree that group of 5 teams shouldn't be in the playoff. I get why they're in the playoff for branding.
There's no point.
No, for the branding,
There's no
recruiting
point.
for them
There's
to
no
grow.
point.
So maybe
There's no
they
point.
could be a
There's no
Power 4
point.
team. But
There's no point.
I kind of like what Bubba is saying. I think for them to truly be in, they have to run the table, and their strength of schedule has to be better.
It's like kind of how Texas Tech was like debatable until they beat BYU twice.
Do Tulane and JMU not both have 2 losses?
Tulane.
JMU's undefeated.
No, they're not.
They have 1. Tulane has.
Tulane has 2.
Yeah.
You're letting a 2-loss group of 5 team in the playoff.
But that also falls on the fault of Virginia for not winning the conference championship.
They're also trying to retire for John Summerall because they know that he's trying to get an SEC job.
He already has an SEC job. He's going to Florida.
But not yet.
Yeah, he is.
He's already there.
Cool, but not at like the start of when players.
Yeah, they were. John Summerall
It's
was
just-
like.
But
Tulane handled the coach leaving situation exactly how they should have handled
Yeah.
it. Ole Miss handled it horribly.
there's because
Ole Miss's dynasty is. I mean, Ole Miss is probably going to debatably at max go 8-4 next year.
I could see them running the table again. Seriously,
I think your take is horrible. That's what I think.
you never know.
You want to say?
People thought Ole Miss was going to be bottom of the conference, having to reload with no name transfer portal
Nobody
talent.
said they were going to be bottom of the conference. It's just they weren't going to be as good with the dart. And then Chambliss came in and they're making playoffs. And then Kiffin's got to leave.
Talking about Chambliss, what if there was no transfer portal? And adding on to that, what if there's no transfer portal? Should there be a rule to where if a player transfers, they have to sit out or redshirt a year? I believe the transfer portal. I think it's okay. I think it gives a lot of opportunities to people who need a new start to their career. But I do believe they should sit out a year. They should be penalized for transferring and leaving a team. So I think they should redshirt a year if they do transfer.
I think they should be penalized if they transfer to the same level of play. So if you're JUCO and you transfer to an FCS school, you don't have to sit out. If you're FCS and you transfer to a Power 4 school, you don't have to sit out. Or if you transfer to FBS school. But if you transfer from an FBS school to another FBS school, then you have to sit out.
Kind of like the in-conference deal with Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray.
I mean, to an extent, but I don't even know what the hell that means. But
I think NIL should be watched more because I feel like the greed that is coming out of NIL is just ruining college football. Because, I mean, I'm fine with the transfer portal, but if a player is being offered $2 million and another team offers them $3 million, so they go there, I feel like that just kind of ruins the whole like team loyalty. Like, because like I don't know, it should be people are willing to pay $2 million to play in college football, not people don't think $2 million is enough to play.
I agree with your take, but this NIL thing has been going on for forever. They just have a name for it now. It's just been swept under the counter. But what I mean by like the Kyler Murray Baker Mayfield situation, talking about the transfer portal, is Mayfield went to Texas Tech as a freshman, was a walk-on, somehow got the starting spot, balled out, got Big 12, what's called Freshman of the Year, never got a scholarship. So he's like, dang, I'm better. So I'm going to transfer to Oklahoma to a rival. He had to sit out a year. That's what I'm thinking.
now that I'm thinking on it, you should just make them not be able to make money in that year.
Oh, like take away NIL.
So take away NIL. So
like a rookie deal.
Like if
I mean,
they're
to an
gonna
extent,
play,
like-
then let them play, but don't
like-
make 'em-
if it's your senior year of college and you want to transfer from like, let's say you're at Kentucky and you guys are trash, but you're a really good quarterback and you transfer to Alabama, okay, go play at Alabama, but we're gonna limit your NIL at $500,000.
That's fair.
Like not take it all away, but like limit their NIL to where people aren't just running around
Just
doing whatever they want.
there's a punishment.
Yeah, there needs to be some sort of punishment in place. You shouldn't be able to just jump around to whatever teams you want. Carson Beck.
Also, what makes college football special is like you've got these athletes that are coming up and playing for teams that they've been wanting to play for since they were in kindergarten. You know, like say you have a 5-star receiver who commits to Georgia, and he's been watching Georgia football since he was a kid. But then, like, Bama comes and offers him $5 million to come play there.
$5 million.
Yeah, it's starting to come all about the money. You know, the kid's going to want to play at the school he's been wanting to play at since he was 5 years old. But they can't give him as much money. you
Yeah,
know?
that's
So it's
like-
just kind of it's taking like the fun out of
That's
it
why.
or
Yeah.
the joy out of it.
That's what I was saying earlier. Like the team, like the loyalty and the actual joy coming from college football, it becomes less competitive because you're not like, oh, I love this school, I'm gonna play for this school, and like this is my rival, and I'm gonna play my heart out again. Like, if you're just going school to school to school, it's not gonna be as much of a competition. It's just gonna be you want money.
Exactly. It's who can offer players the most money. Like, for example, like Cam Coleman, he was coming out of high school, he wanted to play for Hugh Freeze and Auburn. But, you know, you've got Texas, Ohio State, and Georgia getting in his head offering him all this money, and he doesn't even know if he wants to play there anymore because he's getting offered so much money. Yeah, it's just different.
The perfect example of the wrong way to do NIL and the transfer portal is TJ Finley. Like, literally, he just posted, like, I'm pretty sure today, as like before we're filming,
This is what his,
he's been on 6 different
yeah, I was gonna
teams.
say this
on
is his sixth different team, and he's gone to a worse team every single time.
Yeah, he was just at pretty sure it was Memphis. He just applied for his 7th year, got his 7th year, and he's back in the transfer portal. There
He's
is,
transferred every single year.
yeah. I mean, it is. The transfer portal is good in some ways, but really bad for like.
You could also limit transfers,
You could limit transfers.
so you
I
could be
think there
like,
should also be like an application process, to where you are allowed to transfer.
you apply to the NCAA to transfer, and then they go, okay,
Well, what's your reasoning?
yeah? Why are you transferring?
What's your
And then the issue with that is now you got people saying that, like, there's a whole controversy with that where it's like if somebody gets denied,
you could get like
like
there'll be more lawsuits, and then there's like lying. Like Say,
like
hey,
suing the NCAA for like wrongfully denying my transfer.
I could see that, but NIL, like BJ says, it needs to get reworked. It needs to be watched. Transportal needs to get reworked. I don't know. There's a lot of it.
Because of some camera issues, the rest of this will be on the other camera. Lost some footage, but we were halfway through discussing our favorite teams' all-time Mount Rushmores.
So
5-7 Tigers.
You suck. You suck. You really, really suck.
I mean, hell, where's Bama gonna be next year?
We'll be fine. We have
Reigning national champions.
7-5.
Reigning national champions.
Whoa.
Reigning national
All
champions.
right. Yeah, go ahead and get y'all's offensive line back first.
I was going to say something bad.
So-
All right, go ahead and go.
As of obviously first, Cam Newton. Cam Newton.
Scam Newton.
You know, he's doing fine. He's doing better than most Alabama quarterbacks right now.
Continue on.
Anyway,
He just had a
Second-
temper tantrum about the Colts signing Phillips.
I mean, oh well. He's not playing at Auburn anymore, is he?
He has a better podcast than us.
True. That is fair. That is fair. But obviously, first, you got Cam Newton. It's like Bo Jackson. Next one.
The greatest
Okay.
athlete of all time.
Okay.
Third, I've got Cody Burns, receiver. He was actually the quarterback before Cam Newton got there. And then he swapped to play receiver. And then I want to do more of a modern player and not just all 2010s.
You guys haven't had any good modern players.
Yeah, I mean,
Are we not going to mention Jackson Arnold?
No, we're not.
hit the road. Hit the road.
Hit the road, Jack.
The Gus bus. Gus Malzahn. I'm just kidding. I mean,
What about that,
If-
that Hunter dude?
I mean,
Huh?
yeah, that's
You didn't like
you're.
Jarquez Hunter is pretty good. Jarquez Hunter is good up there. Keandre Lambert Smith could go up there. But if Cam Coleman stays at Auburn, it'll probably end up being Cam Coleman this year if they get a good quarterback behind the center. If Deuce Knight starts, or if the guy from USF comes with Alex Golish, you know, I mean, Alex Golish at USF had, you know, the top offense in the nation. And then he had the number one offense in the SEC while he was at Tennessee as the OC. So if he brings the quarterback that he had at USF, Deuce Knight will probably transfer, and then Cam Coleman, hopefully, if he stays, he'll do well. But probably
Yeah.
not. He's probably going to go be with Ryan Williams at Alabama.
Yeah, if I'm being honest with Mississippi State, I didn't really care about football at all until about like 2 years ago. And in the past 2 years, Mississippi State.
Yeah.
So
it's okay.
yeah, we only beat UMass
Hey,
and Eastern
I will
Kentucky.
say, it's not Jeff Levy's fault. Jeff
Yeah, we
Levy's a
blew
good
them out.
coach.
Jeff Levy, I honestly have a good feeling about him. I think it's going to be like a Nick Saban going what did he go his first year like?
He was 7-5.
Yeah,
But
we're not going to be as good as Alabama. I'm not saying we have a dynasty. I'm not saying we have a dynasty, coming. But I think we're gonna be. I think we're gonna be growing.
I think Yara on the up and coming.
If Mike Leach was
Yeah.
R.I.P. Oh, I miss Mike Leach.
How do we think these new coaches are going to do?
I miss Mike
Hey.
Leach, our head coach. That
Bubba.
had a heart attack 3 years ago.
R.I.P. Michael Leach. Bubba,
What
how
year
do
was
we
it?
think?
4 years ago.
What's it called? My fault. How do we think, these new coaches are going to do at these schools? Like John Summerall at Florida. Let's start with him. I think
I mean, they still have to run it down
reality.
next year.
I really. Can I
There's
be,
a world where they're 6-6 and they're the 18th best team in the country.
can I be honest?
Like
with
they
you?
play so many powerhouses.
Can I be honest with you? I really thought he was going to go to LSU because I thought he was going to go to LSU because he's a Louisiana guy. He's from Baton Rouge. Okay, he coaches Tulane, Louisiana school down south. Louisiana football. It's completely different.
But I get that. But you got to think about the fact that
But I mean,
somebody like Kalen DeBoer is now at Alabama.
yeah.
Dude's from what is he from, South Dakota?
Something crazy.
Somewhere out there. And now he's coaching at Alabama, and he's carrying on the legacy to an extent.
What I think Golish could really turn around Auburn.
I think it'd be
Could.
extremely foolish
Could.
for us to give up Kalen DeBoer anytime soon.
But
It would be foolish for us to give up Kalen DeBoer anytime soon.
I don't.
I don't care if we miss the playoffs next year and we lose to Oklahoma. You have to. You can't hold somebody to the Alabama standard and expect to.
The Nick Saban standard.
Yeah, you can't hold somebody to Paul Bear Bryant and Nick Saban's standard and expect to hold a coach for more than 5 years. You're gonna have 3 to 4 lost seasons, and you're gonna have 3 to 4 lost seasons where you don't make the playoff. Obviously, this year our third lost game in the SEC championship, so we're in. But if it didn't, then we'd be out. Obviously, it's just concerning because he coaches good against good teams, but then he goes and loses to Florida State.
There's a lack of focus somewhere.
I just don't know. I think it's because it's hard because Kalen DeBoer is a player's coach, and it's hard to keep your team focused against bad teams as a player's coach. If you're a player's coach, it's hard to keep your team focused all season long for every single game.
That's fair. Kind of biased.
What?
Yeah, as an
And
Alabama.
what are we saying? We're trash against bad teams, and you're like, oh my god.
But
He's so biased.
I really do think Golish has the opportunity and really could turn Auburn around.
Let me explain why. I would love to explain why.
Please.
I mean, I'm having good hopes about this, and I'm kind of scared too because I had good hopes about Freeze's second year at Auburn.
Bet you did.
Yeah, they went 5-7. Anyway, but the problem at Auburn football, they've got all the talent there. They're just so used to losing football games these past few
The
years.
culture is horrible.
Yeah, it's not even really. They just have a losing mentality, and that was Golish's number one problem that he said he was going to fix at Auburn. If they can get it to where they don't give up at the second half, then they could be a top-running team.
They showed us that early on in the season.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of all turned around after the Oklahoma and the Georgia game. They got used to losing games, and they started giving up. Yeah, they started giving up. But I think if Golish can make it to where they won't give up in the fourth quarter and they know that they can win football games, then they can go at least. I mean, I would be happy with an 8-4 season. I know that seems sorry, but I'd rather go 8-4 than 5-7. You know?
And Mississippi State is kind of similar because they just the second they think they could lose, they're gonna lose because they just start because the Tennessee game, we should have won that. That was
that was bad.
That was the worst game to watch as a Mississippi State fan because we were there. We were there the whole game, and then we just shut down, or we just didn't let it happen.
I think if y'all close that game out versus Georgia, y'all go about 8-4.
Yeah, because that set the tone for the rest of the season. That was
Especially whenever he fumbled that on the goal line, dude.
which was not a fumble.
There was a fumble. It was a fumble. It was a fumble.
That was a
It was a fumble. It's okay. It was a fumble.
Yeah,
Yeah, you probably didn't even watch it. You probably laid up at home. I was at Chili's watching the game like a real man.
Yeah,
Watching
I didn't watch the
some
whole game.
sad dude. There was a dude sitting at the Chili's bar who ordered 3 drinks consecutively, and slammed them right after he fumbled that ball. It was hilarious. It was wild.
No,
We're not getting into
that.
Chili's orders. Yeah,
That would
I was
take-
just saying I watched that Auburn game at Chili's. So.
Yeah, I didn't watch that whole game, but I did go back and watch the highlights, and that was a pretty big low light for Auburn. But
Yeah, that one play kind of turned the season around. Because I think if they beat Georgia and they know hey, we can play with these teams, they'll finish that season out 8-4.
Yeah.
They held Texas A&M to 16 points. They held Oklahoma to 24 points, and that was their first big game of the year. They went. They were down. We saw a flash of it in the Iron Bowl. They were down 17-0 in the first quarter. They made it a 4-quarter game down into the last 2 minutes.
yeah,
I think that's more of a fault on Bama. It's the same thing where we kind of like to throw games against bad teams. I feel like that was a lot on Bama.
It's probably a mix of both. Because if they, that team, it's like what Hugh Freeze said all year. Oh, we're so close. If you keep telling your players we're so close instead of convincing them that they can do it, yeah, they're not gonna know to win football games. I think, but that's what I'm most excited for about Golish. He's from Russia, so I think he'll come in with that violent mentality to get him to start trying to play full games instead of just quitting halfway through the game.
yeah, dude. With Mississippi State, I genuinely, this is gonna sound really biased and crazy, but if we played how we do in the first quarter against any team, we go 9-3. If we play
That's fair.
that the whole game, we go 9-3 because Georgia.
I wouldn't say 9-3.
like, they shut down and like with Georgia scored first 7-0, and then it ended up 14-7. We still should have been able to win, and then we just got swept under the rug. And then Texas, we did great. We were holding up, and it was a close game, but then lost. Texas A&M up until the half, we were holding on, and then we got to the second half and we lose like 31-7 or something like that. I don't even know, but it was just every game we had a great first quarter. Then we had an all right second quarter, and then just a terrible second half.
Talking about coaches and culture, I'll say this. Seeing all these coaches move on, going from place to place.
We forgot to talk about Kiffin at LSU. Arkansas is good coach.
Oh, we're getting there. Oh, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. But I think the more and more we see coaches move on and not have loyalty, the more and more the buyouts are going to happen, the more and more they're going to cost, the more and more you're going to see these extensions. And these extensions make the buyout situation so much worse.
If they don't handle NIL,
NIL's at the root
and they
of
don't
it.
handle the coaching carousel, it's going to end up where
It's just the NFL.
where these head coaches are no, not even that.
You serious?
Are you serious?
Oh, we have that one for a reason.
We've got that one.
Dude, I was thinking about it, and I was like, oh, shoot.
You sure she never hit the record button?
Yes, it seriously was off.
Hey, this is a great.
It wasn't off earlier.
Yeah, but then you guys said, hey, turn it off. Let's save storage because we don't know.
I'm talking about when I looked just a minute ago.
Hey, this is a great blooper moment, boys.
Yeah, this is a great blooper. We just recorded a 20-minute podcast, and it was not recorded.
Nah, not even. We're like 40 minutes in.
We are not 40 minutes in.
We're back after some technical difficulties. Because BJ forgot to record.
Yeah, no, I didn't forget to record. I ran out of storage.
So,
Phone did run out of storage.
going right back to what we were talking about.
We're gonna be using this camera for a lot of it, for like the part that didn't record on that one. By the way,
Because we still have this footage.
we do have that. It's just terrible quality, but this is what the mics are connected to anyway. So
Stay with us. Stay with us. Stay tuned.
Our editing team will have fun with this one.
All right.
you mean editing person?
All right. So, going back to what we were talking about, Lane Kiffin at LSU. We kind of talked about him a little about him. Talking about Lane Kiffin, I think, like BB said, first pod, I don't think he lasts more than 5 years. I think he comes out to Bama.
He'll complete the circle of what Saban did, where he went to LSU, had a little bit of success, and then went to Bama, won a bunch of natties.
Oh shoot,
Kiffin will do the same thing.
Hey, we're professionals. What are you little heathens doing? Hey. Well, hey, leave.
Y'all gotta give y'all's views on
Hey, Kiffin at LSU.
like what we think's gonna happen with
Yeah, what's your prediction?
Honestly, I got playoff contention next year. I think LSU is going.
valid.
Are they in or not? My fault. Are they in?
No, I think they are going to be in the top 10 next year.
Whoa.
I say number 5.
I think they could possibly be
Ole
like number
Miss
8.
to number 6 before the playoffs. He's going to take a team like LSU with their kind of NIL, and they're going to be top 3 or top 4 next year.
Is he beating Bama
Mark
next
my
year?
words.
Is he beating Bama next year?
No.
Yes.
He's
No.
not beating Bama next year.
Yes.
That reminds me.
Well, hold on.
Auburn and Mississippi State play next year regular season. Who we got?
Tigers.
I got them Bulldogs.
Where's it at?
It is at Mississippi State.
Starkville's not the hard.
Is there any way that they can both lose?
They would find a way.
It's not that bad.
They would find a way.
You know what? For my homie, give me them 5 and 7 Tigers.
Give me the 5 and 7 Bulldogs.
All right.
Give me the Bulldogs. Give me the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
You dirty Philly
The
hogwash.
Bulldogs tramped over the Crimson Tide.
Yeah, but you shoot yourself.
All right.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
2 in a row is getting cut. Yep. Okay, that's good. We're done.
All right.
We're done here.
All right. Bubba.
I'm Bubba.
And
we're the bench warmers.
it's your left hand.
I'm not even worried about that. Wait,
He went like
you guys also said we the bench. We've been.
He's Bubba.
no, it's we've been Bubba and the
Yeah.
bench warmers.
We've been Bubba and
The bench warmers.